We begin with politics, where Governors Forum of the All Progressives Congress has unanimously welcomed the resignation of the National Chairman of the party, Abdullahi Ganduje. Now, the governors adopted the resolution during their two-day strategic regional meeting in Benin City on Saturday, hosted by the Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo. A statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Monday Okpebholo of Edo State, Fred Itua, on Saturday, said the PGF reaffirmed its strong belief in a united, just and prosperous Nigeria, committing to hard work collaboratively to deliver bold reforms, strengthen institutional trust, and accelerate socio-economic development across all geopolitical zones.
The PGF acknowledged the resignation of the National Chairman of our great party, His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, in tandem with the party's continued evolution. The PGF reaffirmed its unshakable belief in a united, just, and prosperous Nigeria. It's committed to working collaboratively to deliver bold reforms, strengthen institutional trust, and accelerate socio-economic development across all geopolitical zones. The governors resolved to remain faithful stewards of the APC's values, leveraging state-level innovation, intergovernmental collaboration to drive Nigeria's transformation from bottom up. The forum encouraged all Nigerians, home and abroad, to rally behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR and the APC as the nation moves towards a more secure, inclusive, and forward-looking future.
We're now joined by News Central's lead correspondent, Akede, who followed the entire event in Benin City. And also joining us from Abuja to get more reactions on this development is Bettina Nwelih. Now, thank you so much, Bernard and Bettina. Let's begin with you, Bernard. What would you say were the highlights of this gathering, and what was the message in the communique?
Thank you for having me, Darshan. I'd say the highlight of this whole meeting, first of all, is the fact that we had like 15 governors basically present in Benin City, the Edo State capital, at one point in time. Like one of our desk editors, Sokome, would say, where you have more than 2 governors in a state at the same time, is it that good news or bad news? But whatever it is news. And truly, this was news. Having 15 governors is the first time that the executive governor of the state, His Excellency Monday Okpebholo, would host these kind of large number of governors here. So I think the people of Benin largely seeing the influx of more dignitaries than they've seen in a while. I would call that, I think, the highlight of this whole two-day event. And then the speech given by Senator Hope Uzodinma, who is chairing this forum and who, of course, is the governor of Imo State, I'd say also kind of highlighted the entire activity, touching on major points that the party is looking towards, but most importantly and particularly talking about revitalizing the party and ensuring that the APC remains the #1 strong force in terms of politics in Nigeria. And then finally, they largely hammered on the president's renewed hope agenda, touching on different, I would like to say, strategic points and ensuring that renewed hope agenda is the message that the APC governors are pushing out today.
Well, Bernard, was there any emphasis, on the resignation of Abdullahi Ganduje, the former party's national chairman?
Well, unfortunately, Darshan, I would like to believe that most journalists who attended this particular event were hoping that something would be said about Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje's resignation from the party or as the party chairman. Unfortunately, that short sentence that was read out by Governor Hope Uzodinma is all that he said concerning the resignation of the party chairman. There was nothing more elaborate than that. There was no expansion of the statement. All he said was that the party accepts or has accepted the resignation of the now ex-party chairman in tandem with the party's evolution and growth. Very vague, if you ask me. What that means, we can't exactly say. But I think it basically is saying that the party has accepted it and that they are moving on.
All right, so now let's reach out to Bettina, who is also going to speak on this. Bettina, please go ahead and share with us, you know, the news of Ganduje's resignation and how it was received, especially in the FCT?
All right, thank you so much for having me, Dashan. I'm here currently in front of the APC Secretariat in Abuja, and I can tell you that speaking to some of the people here behind the camera, because they refuse to speak on screen for obvious reasons, they have said that they are happy about the development. Now, there has been some controversy over what the reason why Ganduje resigned might be, and even though we do not have concrete information yet, now some sources are saying that it's because the APC are looking forward to have Rabiu Kwankwaso join the party, and we know that there has been some sort of feud that hasn't been settled between Abdullahi Ganduje and Rabiu Kwankwaso. While we cannot corroborate and say for sure that is the reason, but rumors and sources have put that forward to us. But we can also establish that party members in the APC Secretariat here are actually happy about the development. They haven't told us why they are happy, but we can see from their interactions and what they have said and their body language that they are indeed happy about the new development. What will come afterwards is something that we are still on the outlook for, to see what exactly is going on within the APC.
Okay, so I would also like Bernard to respond to this question, but let me ask you first, Bettina. Would you say that this was a subtle campaign in preparation for the 2027 elections? Because you did talk about Kwankwaso, you know, talks about Kwankwaso joining the party.
A subtle campaign that is not so subtle, leading up until 2027. People are a bit surprised that, okay, 2 years from the next campaign season and we are already doing it now. But yes, I do think it is related. How it is related, we are still yet to figure out, but I will definitely say that both have hands in the pot.
All right, so let's hear from Bernard as well. Bernard, what do you think? Do you think this is also a campaign for 2027 elections?
I think I would call it a campaign. Using the word subtle, maybe not. I don't know if there's anything, any such thing as subtle campaign. A campaign is a campaign. Having 15 governors out of 23 assembling a state, even though they're just here for, you know, for a forum. At the end of the program, there was a gathering, you know, like hosting. The governor hosted the 15 governors, even though not all of them were around. Only one stayed for this particular gathering. But everybody who spoke at this gathering talked about the renewed hope agenda, talked about the president doing great stuff and hoping that he will do, knowing that he will do better when he gets elected in 2027. Also talking about the strength of the party. If you ask me, I would say yes, this did look like a campaign. And when you ask people, is it too early to begin to campaign for 2027? Well, what you hear that we are midway through 2025 already, and the entirety of 2026 will most likely be campaign year.
All right, now just before I let you go, Bettina, I know you did say that, or Bernard rather did say that there was no reason yet for why Ganduje resigned, but do you have an idea what is next for him, you know, now that he's no longer party chairman?
Like I said earlier, Dashan, there's a lot of build-up going towards the 2027 election, so I cannot say categorically what he has planned going forward. But I do know that there are rumors about a VP seat being empty, because some sources have said that they do not think that President Bola Tinubu is ready to go into 2027 hand in hand with Shettima. But we still stay on guard to watch and monitor what the situation is like. But for now, there are two names that are ringing, you know, within political circles for this vice presidential post come 2027, and the two names have Ganduje's name in the mix. So we will wait to watch and see how the rest of the, you know, happenings unfold.
All right, well, thank you so much, Bernard and Bettina.